The day we were not supposed to lose. A chapter of history rarely told in full. In school, history is often told like this. The Spaniards arrived, the Filipinos were defeated, and the country was colonized. Simple, clean, finished. But that version is incomplete, because there was one day in Philippine history when we did not lose, and if that moment had been fully understood, our national story might have unfolded very differently. Before the foreigners arrived. Before any European ships appeared on our shores, the Philippines was not a weak land. Barangays had their own leaders and laws. Trade existed with China, Arabia, and Southeast Asia. There was culture, diplomacy, and identity. Filipinos were not uncivilized. That was the first lie written later. The arrival of a stranger. In 1521, a foreign explorer reached the islands. His name was Ferdinand Magellan. He was not a conqueror at first. He was an explorer searching for roots, wealth, and glory. When he arrived in the Visayas, he did not immediately raise his sword. He used religion. He offered friendship, protection, a new belief system. Some local leaders accepted. The leader who refused. But not everyone bowed. On one island, there was a chieftain who refused to submit, not because he hated peace, not because he feared change, but because he understood one truth. When someone controls your beliefs, your land is next. His name was Lapu-Lapu. He did not seek war, but he was prepared to defend his people. The morning of battle, April 27, 1521, just before sunrise. Magellan believed the fight would be easy. His men had guns, swords, and armor. The warriors of Mactan had spears, shields, and courage. But Magellan failed to understand one thing. A man defending his homeland does not need superior weapons. The Spanish soldiers struggled through shallow waters. Heavy armor slowed them down. Lapu-Lapu's warriors moved freely. This was their land. They knew every step, every stone, every tide. The fall of an explorer. Magellan was struck, not once, not twice. One blow injured his leg. He could no longer retreat. Some of his men pulled back, and there, on foreign soil, Ferdinand Magellan was killed. This is not legend. This is not exaggeration. It is recorded history. A European explorer fell to a Filipino leader defending his own land. The question no one asks enough. If this was such a powerful moment, why is it rarely emphasized? Why do we remember the name of the man who died more than the man who defeated him? Why is colonization taught in greater detail than resistance? Because history, when written by those who returned stronger, chooses which moments to repeat. After Magellan's death, the Philippines was not immediately colonized. This matters. It proves that Filipinos were capable of resistance. Decades later, the Spaniards returned, more prepared, more organized, more strategic. They used religion. They exploited divisions between barangays. They offered protection in exchange for obedience. Slowly, freedom slipped away. Not because Filipinos were weak, but because we were divided. The lesson often left untold. The Battle of Mactan was not just about spears and swords. It was about choice. Lapu-Lapu chose dignity over submission. He chose independence over safety. But the later chapters of history remind us, courage alone is not enough without unity. Why this story still matters? Because even today, decisions are made for us. Sometimes disguised as help, sometimes disguised as progress. The same question still echoes through time. Who decides for us? And whose interests are truly being served? History is not dead. History is not just the past. It is a mirror. If you understand where people stood before, you will know where you should stand now. The day Magellan fell is proof that we were never born to be conquered. We only learned at times to remain silent. If there is one thing to remember from this story, it is this. History is not meant to be memorized. It is meant to be understood and continued. The real question is no longer, did we lose back then? The real question is, will we stand when history asks us again? Hit that like, share button, and subscribe for more videos like this. Now you know.